That should work. I'll let it load a bit. But we're continuing on with the story. Riptide, we already read this. And okay. Yes. We have the captain. We got Sotheby. Yeah, she's coming in. Yep. She's coming. Okay, now I'm live on no, YouTube, and then I think we're all good here. My only problem now would be my internet and frames dropping. There's going to be shit afterwards. Alright. A journey always starts with a farewell.
Here, put this on, Pera. It will allow me to track you should anything happen.
She fastens a small button to her sister's collar. This button connects the two of them tightly. With this, they will always be able to find each other, no matter where they are. They kiss on both cheeks.
You'll remember to bring father a souvenir this time, yes? And promise me you will be careful. I do not wish for our Pera to buy the farm just yet.
Don't worry about me, Molly. Worry about them. I'll kill them all if I have to. Every last one.
She makes sure to emphasize the totality of her determination.
All right. Enough blabbering. Do you two always share this little heart-to-hearts whenever you leave? I got nothing to say except bye. Or is the tortoise suddenly not so worried about its speed?
The ship signals its immediate
Sotheby,
departure.
do we have everything?
Naturally! Miss Sotheby is always ready to travel.
The ship is boarding now. After it departs, I will spend some time gathering intel on Mr. Duncan.
Thank you. We should be able to find him in the flesh once we get to town. Duncan and I go way back. And I'll introduce you to another friend. She lives in a bottle.
I'd be delighted to meet your friends. We should be going now. Lilia, I've told Admiral Eagle that he can rely on you
Admiral,
for further
not
assistance
Captain.
as necessary. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, I'll do whatever needs doing. Счастливого пути!
I've seen off their guest. Lieutenant Muldeer returns to the Admiral's office to report an incident from the previous night.
Admiral, a prisoner has gone missing from the tower.
She lowers her head as she awkwardly delivers her report.
We'll make sure it's kept under wraps. The seal was broken, and we are still investigating who might have been involved. I did encounter the timekeeper, Miss Sotheby and Lopera, near the tower yesterday. Still, I see no reason to suspect them.
They were the only people she saw near the tower yesterday.
The timekeeper doesn't have any incentive, and Lopera. No, she wouldn't be involved.
Until last night, the tower held a single unlucky prisoner, a lamb to the slaughter, a stalk of wheat in autumn. But now, she has gone away.
Find the prisoner, but don't attempt recapture. Let's see who she's been in touch with.
Understood.
Lieutenant, this was a failure that must not be repeated.
He grits his teeth as he stares at the map before him. Zeno shouldn't be like this. The ship departs, and before long, a dozen rowboats have surrounded it.
Oh, look at those strange cowboys. What are they doing with those hooks? Are they trying to hitch a ride?
Yes, they will use those hooks to grab onto the side of the ship and moor their boats to ours.
Just as she said, the boats threw their hooks, latched onto the ship, and a number of people clamber aboard. Their trader hawking homemade trinkets. The pair politely declines them.
Take this, timekeeper.
What's this?
Just a map, in case we get separated.
The map is marked with at least 3 safe routes.
These will show you the way from the harbor to the veterans' residence. Though, it can't show you the safest way. For that, you'll need me. But what am I saying? San Paulo is perfectly safe. That's what the politicians say anyways. Never mind the talk of gangs, cartels, and greedy multinational corporations. Pure slander.
Thank you for the warning and the map. Let's hope I won't find any occasion to use it.
I hope so too. Well, we have a long cruise ahead. I'll leave you to your business. At the mice.
She waves goodbye, making her way through the energetic traders and to the other side of the deck. The traders scamper around like little mice. Having made their sales, they're now scrambling to get a plate of food from the chef.
So the kitchen even prepares food for them.
No line cutting. You boy, back to your place. Queue up, or there will be no dinner for you tonight.
The chef taps his metal spoon, sending the boy back to his place in the queue. The boy sneakily grabs a few flatbreads, tucks them under his shirt, and scurries away. He bumps into Selby, crashing to the floor along with his stolen goods.
Hey, out of my way!
He stuffs the bread under his shirt again before running off. As he passes, Selby notices a glint of an arcane skill in his eyes. He runs like a child enchanted by a rattenfanger as he bolts towards a corner of the cabin.
Miss Verton, did you notice that boy? Wasn't he awfully strange?
You're right. Come on, let's go see what he's up to.
A woman hides in the shadows. Her face is familiar, but she wears an entirely new outfit. Is it really her? The lady at Tuesday's Motel? Let's go!
It's you.
Oh shit! A bread stealing child is gone! Let's go, Kimberly! Anja Sana, I think her name is that. Instead, Miss Kimberly is curled up in the corner, stuffing bread into her mouth with both hands. She stops and looks up, surprise in her eyes.
Oh, Burton!
It's up, Miss Kimberly.
How? What are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the very same question.
The farewell at Tuesday's Motel last month wasn't exactly pleasant. But she looks starved
Is this
now.
a new friend, Burton? A pleasure to meet you.
That is like so tricky. I don't know what kind of situation this is in, but at least she's like a bit ladylike so far. Sylvie approaches, but Miss Kimberly looks afraid, looks terrified. She freezes. A sticky lump of dough dropped from the corner of her mouth.
Please, take this.
She offers her a chocolate bar. After a moment's hesitation, Kimberly swallows, grabs the bar, and shoves it into her mouth.
Oh, oh thank you.
She licks her fingers clean like a ravenous child.
Have you found what you lost since we last met?
Her face falls. It
Perhaps
appears
I could
not.
help.
Thank you, but I would prefer to do this on my own. I was the one who lost it, and I will be the one to get it back.
She's unwilling to cooperate, but there's no hostility. A strange and contradictory figure, an arcanist who seemed to be on the verge of reformation.
This ship is headed to Sao Paulo. Is that where you're heading as well? Would you like to accompany us?
Sao Paulo? I don't...
It's the ship's only destination. Where else could she go?
There isn't anything for me there. Only a bit of misery and pain.
Ah,
There's no one dancing,
the
no
Manus.
feasts or banquets, no...
Her eyes darts away. There's nothing there.
No. No, I would rather we simply part ways here, Miss Burton. Farewell and pleasant journeys. I'm indebted to you for your kindness. Ah, and your friend here. Aren't you just a
Oh
sweetheart?
shit.
Oh, I could just gobble you up for tea.
She reaches out and pinches Selby's cheek.
Oh, madam, please, you... This simply isn't proper or ladylike.
She's just saying you're cute, man. Kimberly smiles as if she had shed the baggage of their previous encounter and disappears into the crowd. There's an old legend told in the desert peninsula. Encountering a demon is always a sign of bad things to come. Yeah. And the fact that she's a succubus, yeah, these are the signs. Paths up path. Okay, so we're able to do that. Let me check. I know I did. Okay, hold on. Do here with. Okay. Then I only need this one to complete her. Oh, I haven't seen this one. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a favorite one. Ah, okay. Okay, we have. I haven't done anything. I haven't, gave anything. Oh, I gave her this. I don't think I have hers. Oh shit. Oh wait, fuck. Hold up. Or no, I have. Yeah. Yay!
Got a job for me. If you're looking for someone, just give me something they've used
I'll
before.
give you this.
I'll find them.
Kimberly.
You said it yourself.
And
This is my room. And I may do with it.
Anjanala.
You said it yourself. This is my room. And I may do with it as...
Got it.
Oh, Miss Burton, I suggest we
I
spend
got
more time
her
together like this
while I
to
was
share more
pulling
ideas
for
and philosophy.
while I was pulling for
Got a job
Argus.
for me.
I would
If
never
you're looking for someone,
expected
just
to
give me
get
something
her
they've used before.
after losing
Oh,
to her.
Miss Burton, I suggest we...
And yeah, the 6-star invitation, I got Marcus, which is
Please watch your
actual
step.
shit.
Books are everywhere. And if you step on them, that hurts me.
That actually pissed me off because I wanted Kakanya.
Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
No.
I have to remind you that jump scares are
I know how to treat a new friend like you.
Later. Do I summon here? No. I would probably wait until Kakanya's ranked up. I already have Calbona, and the game was generous for me. I'll do this. Hold up. I'll continue with the story after this.
It's an honor to meet you. Thank you for your cooperation. It's happening. Stop. Hope I remember her. Everything has its cause and effect. Hope I remember her. Oh, these Stop.
The sky and the soil communicate through raindrops, just as people. Your aura, it's calm. The club's always vibrant at this time of night.
Hold on. No, not this. This. Alright. I'm gonna do some limited shits first. Hold on. We're fighting, let's go. Waterway to hell. The river in both home and life. The river gives, the river takes. Oh well. The wind blows through Lapera's hair. The tourists gather at the ship's edge, watching the locals in small boats approaching the cruise ship.
A few treats to buy their worship, and they call it kindness. How undignified, to be reduced to begging for scraps like a dog.
The children on the boats wave their hands and shout in an attempt to attract the tourists' attention. The crew and the onboard priests have packed supplies for the tourists to buy and throw to the impoverished children. Yeah, what the hell? All part of their tourist experience. The hell?
Dignity doesn't count for much in the face of hunger.
The stranger nods, though he doesn't seem to completely agree.
Yet no man can live by bread alone.
Oh fuck! It's a Manus.
And yet none can live without it.
You're a clever girl, Senora. But I hear from your accent you are no local. So what brings you to San Paulo? Business, ne? I have some business myself in the favelas.
Colombia, senor. And no, only a visit.
Oh, Colombian!
To the San
Shit.
Paulo Veterans Residence. It's a safe place. If you find yourself in trouble, you should seek it out.
Oh, is it now? Thank you. You're very kind to offer.
Well, we're fucked. Lepera idly tosses a small die up in the air and catches it in her hand again. The stranger's eyes follow the die as it traces its path.
Care for a game of dice, senorita?
What's the bet?
She glances at the black suitcase by the passenger's feet.
Well, let us bet against the goodness in one another. Let us say that the loser will cover the cost of all the food given to all the little vendedores today. In the winner's name, of course.
generous gamble for a conscience that knocks on heaven's door.
That's no small wager, senor. Still, I appreciate the good game.
The stranger smiles as he watches Lopera drops the die on the table and shakes it in a wooden cup.
High-low then. Who goes first?
Ladies first.
Low.
Let's make it more interesting. 6. If it rolls anything else, you win.
Shakes the cup again. The die unevenly tumbling around
Do
inside.
you mind?
Ah! We won!
I lost, just as was meant to be. So then, I am to be the vehicle of grace today. Might I have your name, Senora? So that all may know the name which is to be sung in paradise today.
Carlota Lopez Rivera. But it is Lopera should you ask after me.
Lopera of Sao Paulo. Hold on, damn that song. Carlota Lopez Rivera. It's not long, but still. The defeated stranger picks up the die. He noticed something in its design and cracks a smile. He places it in Lopera's hand.
That's an interesting die you have there.
It was only lucky. What's
Shit.
going on?
Do as I say, all of you!
Oh, pirates.
Look,
Even
Virgin,
in the 1986,
there are some more river cowboys over there.
1986, there's still pirates? Damn.
I'm afraid they seem more like river pirates. Stay back, Sotheby. What do you want?
Where's the captain? We're changing destinations. The ship will be docking in the favela now, or we'll blow it all to bits.
He flicks a lighter and lights the fuse of an explosive. He panics. Clearly, he's afraid of something.
Get out of the way!
Ash! We're dueling! Shit! Lopera has already drawn her gun. But the crowd is panicking. She can't get a clear shot.
Hold your fire, Lipera. There are oil drums on board.
Lopera notices the oil drums stacked behind the crowd. A single mistake could turn the whole ship into tomorrow's headline in the Sao Paulo papers.
Ugh, slimy rats.
She holsters her guns and charges towards with her bare fist. Damn.
I heard it was an academic.
As expected. I remember.
Oh, I can hear it.
Your oven is fake. Please, don't resist.
As expected.
It is here. I can hear it. Oh, this Oh.
As expected.
I smell the scent of be faithful to the choice of fate. Everything has its cause and effect. Hope I remember.
Show it all now.
Your ending is over. As expected. It is here. It's happening. Try again. The curtain has fallen.
Lepera grapples with the thug before wrestling him to the ground and punching him repeatedly in the nose. He tears the explosive off the pirate's body, but in a brief moment, the thug manages to pull one of her guns from his muscle. The fight halts, and the thug's trembling hand pointing the gun at Lepera. The oil drums are just a few steps away.
Either we go to the favela or to the bottom of the river. Claro? Make your call.
Fuck.
The favela? Are you with the Apostles' Brotherhood?
Oh, bro, Manus? Shit.
Huh?
They forced you into doing this, didn't they? Hijack the ship and bring it to us. Is that right?
Well, shit.
Too bad for you. This ship won't be making any unplanned detours today.
Pirate's eyes widen as he freezes in place. Only his legs tremble. Lepera hits the mark, but the thug's reaction is extreme. His finger tightens on the trigger as his teeth chatters nervously. What?
Estúpidos! Get down!
Stupidos. Fuck! He actually pulled the trigger. Fuck. The bullet flies past her shoulder, instead piercing an oil drum behind her.
Blazebusters?
Well, we're going down the ship. A blinding flash of light and a wave of heat hits them as the ship is quickly engulfed in flames. The ship lurches violently as the blast tears through the vessel, and the water starts flooding into the hull.
Oh my god!
Lifeboats! Get to the lifeboats now!
Shit.
God help us! This is hell!
Is that hell yet, dude? Panic breaks out as the ship starts to split in half. More explosions follow. There's no sign of Miss Kimberly in the crowd.
Hold the railings! Stay on the deck!
The pair shouts from the water as she clings to a piece of floating wood. She gasps for air as she bobs up and down in the water. Chairs, benches, and sailing gear disappear as the ship sinks further and further into the depths of the river. Selby clutches the guardrail tightly, but the ship is almost vertical and sinking
Let
fast.
go, Sotheby! You need to jump now! Join Lapera!
Screams fill the air as the tourists cling on for dear life, watching their friends and family hurtle towards the river. Like overripe oranges, one by one, they lost their grip and plunged into the depths. Flames licked the guardrails, melting the ship's cheap material. The explosions ring in her ear. Sylvie closes her eyes and flings herself towards Lapera. Lucky for her, Lapera quickly grabs her hand and pulls her onto the wooden plank. Shit.
Somebody, please get her!
She is still on the ship. Oh. Damn. This looks incredible though. Oh. I'm like fascinated by this. It's Kimberly. Is it? Yo, let's go!
Can't have you dying here. Why do we keep meeting in these awkward situations? Consider my debt paid.
No, go! Please. Hold up. Prisoner name Miss Kimberly. I'm drinking water. I'm reading too much at this point. Okay. Special incarceration record. Prisoner name Miss Kimberly. Detention process. During the raid on the Apollo's Brotherhood stronghold, the subject was found alone, gnawing on a turkey leg, and was apprehended by Lieutenant Lepera's team. After interrogation, it was confirmed that the subject was indeed a follower of Manus Vindictae, but she knew even less than a typical follower, did not participate in the local rebellion, and was not involved in General Carlos's assassination. Therefore, unlike other deserters, she will not be executed, but held in custody, awaiting Admiral Igor's decision. Just leave her be for now. Why make that hit? Not. I'll live for me. Where is it? Oh, here.
So, things went sideways. That's what happens when you put guns in the hands of amateurs.
Fair.
But you handled the water better this time. You controlled your breathing, kept your airways clear, and this time, you remembered to lie back and float.
Who are you?
Does it matter? I'm all you've got. We're at war. Bullets flying, wounds festering, typhoid, cholera, and all the worst of it. It's a living hell, and only fools think there's any honor in it. You never expect to see a familiar face again. Not in times like these. Now I need you to listen. There's something you should know.
What things?
The raid on the river was a ploy, and its mastermind is an old acquaintance. As for the ones who carried it out, you already heard about them this morning. They promised their followers they'd push south, and they did. With their supplies secured by a mysterious third party, they paraded through every town along the way, playing as liberators and taking out anyone they decided were their enemies. They swelled in numbers, larger than any local gang or cult had ever gotten before. Now they swarm across the land like a school of red-bellied piranhas, always hungry, ready to tear apart anything that crosses their path.
What happened to the others?
Chances are they're doing fine, just like you. Would have been nice if you caught what that little executioner and that gold-hearted gambler were talking about during their dice game. Guess you'll have to ask her later.
Why don't you tell me instead?
Listen, I'm not here to run your errands or play your messenger boy, so ask nicely. There's nothing more I need to tell you, for now.
Let's go Tender Pretender. Okay. Here. Up! We're going to meet Mr. Duncan as us on the river. The river. This is so wild. Okay. While the sage shows the character in the script, it never truly reveals the person behind the role. Ah. The shit.
The Brotherhood just took a beating from Zeno. If they're caught up with their own trouble, then we might have a golden opportunity to turn the people against them. We can't lose anyone else to their lies.
Galeno. The old man next to him casts his fishing line. The bobber floats quietly on the river's surface. Across the river, a war anaconda eyes the two men beneath the shadow of a snakewood tree.
What do you say? Want to talk about plans?
The old man doesn't speak. Instead, he removes his sunglasses and pushes a cup towards his friend.
Here, drink up.
Thanks. Listen, as much as I enjoy being out here all day, we've got to take action now. The sooner the better. Don't you think?
The young man takes the glass and downs it in one gulp as his friend suggested.
Hold your horses, young Elena. Let me explain. Say I throw a punch at you now. Really hit you good. What next? Maybe you'll storm off at first. Then you round up your cousins. Maybe grab that Tommy gun you borrowed from Colonel Tiargo. Then you'll find me, all alone, and say, You're done, you old fart!
The old man laughs, mimicking shooting with his hands.
I'm not gonna harm you, kid. And if ever I do, remember that old Duncan must have his reasons, and he'd never harm a friend intentionally.
What is all that supposed to mean?
I'm rambling. I mean, true enough that Lopera hit them hard, and we both know that the Brotherhood will aim to settle that score. And they won't wait long. But if we don't play this smart, it'll only cause them to lash out more.
I think they already did their payback.
Still, we do have to consider one thing. Those who chose to follow them never come back.
No. They don't.
So, let's seize the day. Grab opportunity by the horns, and maybe we stop losing more of our friends to those bastards. Right now, seems to me that Zeno is our best bet.
The young man considers this proposition.
That just might work, old man.
Ah,
the Brotherhood falling apart.
I was too focused on
Zeno
this.
will start to look pretty good to folks here.
Raiders. What the? The audio's. What the hell? I already know I'm scuffed. What the fuck? What the hell is happening? I was gone from played the game for like 2 minutes and freaking Raiders. What the actual fuck? No fall alert. Yeah. I haven't set it up yet. This is my brother's laptop that I'm using. The thing I usually use is kind of just suffering some issues right now, so I can't say I did not expect this to happen, if I'm being honest. Guess we'll just chill in here. Hopefully I am so confused as of right. What just happened? In like 2 minutes at this point. 2 minutes. What the hell just happened? Hello? Bro, the raids, the freak. 12 minutes? Good god. How's my freaking... My internet is fucking dying. The fuck? Is it actually... Hold up. I might do this right now. What just happened? The hell? Continuing this.
Ah, but not so fast, kid. We need a little patience. Let the line out a little first. If you fail to prepare, you're prepared to fail.
If you fail to prepare, you're prepared. Yeah, that makes sense. If you fail to prepare, you're failed. The bobber twitches.
Got it! Excellent!
It's gonna be Lapera and Sotheby at this point. The old man jumps to his feet. Excuse me, everyone. Reeling his fishing rod and fighting the unseen enemy in the water.
Don't think you can get away from me!
The fishing line plunges down into the river, the rod bending into a crescent.
You like to wrestle, huh? All right, let's see who gets the upper hand. Old Duncan is not about to lose a battle to...
Two people. Two people. It's a giant pufferfish. A giant puff fish. Larger than any he's seen before.
Osa! Do you see the size of its belly? It's huge!
I was saying pufferfish, but puff fish. No, I'm going. Oh, what looks like a large green cake? Oh, that's okay. I was right at first. Is the two of them, or so? But this has to be Sally because she's only green. What looks like a large green cake is floating inside its translucent belly.
What a deal! Catch one, get one free. How generous, Mother River.
Okay. First, let's hello. Hello, CG Daily. Hello, we saw you. Totally into the story when we arrived. Yeah. Didn't say even that. I was too focused on the story.
Alright, jokes aside, Galeno. Come on, help me get her out.
That's Celebi. Well, I'm hoping it is. Or it's just an actual fish. His catch bursts like a balloon, releasing air. Water. Yeah, I was right at first.
This
what the
has
hell?
got to be the strangest thing you've ever fished out from the river.
I was right. The hell? I was so confused on the puffer fish, but the fishes ate them? Another castaway floats downstream.
Duncan!
Hell yeah, brothers.
Duncan!
Across the river, the water anaconda locks onto its target, slipping into the water and swimming towards her.
Duncan, look! She's got an anaconda chasing after her!
Shit. Yeah, with those Brazilians. The water anaconda zigzags towards its prey. Are we gonna fight the anaconda?
Don't you worry.
Old Duncan sets the silk girl down before lifting a blowpipe and aiming at the snake. Oh, that's the blowpipe. Just sound alone.
Hang in there, Lopera.
Oh shit.
Come this way, we'll get you.
Hold up. The dart strikes, quickly draining the anaconda of its strength. It sinks to the riverbed like a coil of old rope.
Here, take it.
He grabs a nearby vine and throws it into the water. Lepera grabs it and pulls herself towards the shore. Is it really that scuff? I mean, I'm having area troubles as fucking balls. Let me just do something real quick. Sorry, that was like an OBS shit thing. I was trying to do something real quick. Wait. Yeah, chat. This should work. Alright. Did I read that?
Thank goodness you were here to grab me.
Oh yeah. Making sure the pair grabs the impulse towards her shore. She clambers onto the shore, shakes the water from her hair, and sits leaning back on her hand, breathing heavily.
But what are you doing all the way out here?
I was wondering the same thing about you, girl. Seems like a strange place for a swim. I suppose you wouldn't know anything about the girl we just fished out over there.
He points to the little girl who rolled out at the fish. Bro, somebody got ate. I don't know how the hell. At this point, I don't know. Is there an actual fish in Brazil, like back then, that could probably eat? How old is Selby? 13, as I can remember. Is there a fish like that? Brazilian viewers? Was there any? I'm now curious at this point. Lopera crawls over to her companion and smacks her back, helping her spit out the water in her lungs.
Hey, can you hear me?
Easy now, Lopera. We just cut her out of that fish's belly.
Selby coughs out the water in her lungs as she regains consciousness.
You're a veritable Jonah, aren't you?
Veritable Jonah? A familiar face appears in her blurred vision.
I dreamt of a very, very big fish. And I was in its belly. It was as wide as the sky. I couldn't breathe.
Wow.
A terribly strange dream, Mr. Carson.
Oh no. I'm gonna cry.
She's awake!
Sure, at least she's alive.
Mr. Carson?
That is nuts. This is him. The man from the photograph is standing before her. She freezes.
You... How?
It's not. The water slows. Clearly. The water slowly clears from her vision. The face before her is both familiar and strange. She knows it, yet she doesn't.
There's a little dirt on me. Here, and on the collar too. Oh, goodness. Why am I here?
Mr. Carson kneels beside her, but he's wearing some very old clothes.
Could it really be you, Mr. Carson?
Carson? You must be mistaken, little lady. My name is Duncan. I'm a friend of Lopera.
there may be a lot. There may be a lot of things. A lot of things live in the Amazon. True. I just want to research this. Hold on. They're heading to Sao Paulo, somewhere near that. I like check this out. Hold on. There was a search, and my internet is dying on me. My internet's freaking dying on me. What the hell? At this point, I just want to restart my OBS real quick. Might also end the stream. Hold on. I need to check this out. Nothing as of right now. Huh. Sao Paulo, Brazil. I should put that in. Sao Paulo, Brazil. Just want to look this up. Nothing about it so far. I wonder if there's anything about that.
That's right. Sotheby, this is Duncan from the Veterans Residence. We've known each other for a long time. You must be confusing him with someone else.
Now, up on your feet, little lady.
He takes her arm and pulls her out of the mud.
Mr. Carson! Oh, sorry. It's just... I didn't expect you to suddenly pull my arm.
It's not Carson.
Pardon me, little lady. We tend to be very straightforward here in the favela.
It's quite alright. Only... No, I just don't understand. You look exactly like Mr. Carson. How could you be anyone else? Except for your attire. And those shoes.
Her butler would never dress like this. Sockless with patched up clothing. She notices the liquid swirling in his cup.
And the liquor?
Liquor or liquid? Yeah, liquid, I was right. No. Her butler would never drink in front of the lady of the house. Selby decides to take a bold guess. She jumps up and nervously grabs Mr. Duncan's shirt.
Oh, pardon me, little miss. Are you not comfortable with us drinking? Galeno, put the cup away for me, please.
No, I only meant... Mr. Carson, it truly seems as though you've forgotten everything.
No.
But I'm being terribly unladylike.
She rambles incoherently. This behavior is totally against the lady's code of conduct, yet Mr. Carson remains utterly unfazed.
Still, you don't seem to mind at all.
Growing Increasingly confused, Selby lowers her head, still clutching the hem of Mr. Carson's shirt.
I must be a dead ringer for this guy to have gotten you all flustered, little miss. Seems like you cared very deeply for this, Mr. Carson.
Yes, I did. So then, you really aren't him.
Shit.
Sorry to disappoint, little lady, but I'm flattered by the resemblance. Maybe I can be your friend too. In fact, feel free to call me Carson. Why not? A rose by any other name, eh?
The old man hooks his pinky with Selby's and presses his thumb firmly against hers.
Mr. Carson.
I know how hard it can be. I lost my wife, and my comrade in arms. I even managed to lose his daughter, after I promised to take care of her. She'd have been just about your age. I'm rambling again. I suppose what I'm saying is, I know what it feels like to lose someone you love.
She looks lost, unsure of what to think, but she still holds onto the old man's hand, seemingly making a small promise with him. Oh god. Looking around, Selby realizes someone important is missing.
Oh no! But what about Miss Burton? We've lost her. Where could she be now? We must find her.
Slow down. We need to think things through first. Those knuckleheads blew up the entire ship. Which means our comms belong to the Caymans now.
Everything is in disarray. There's no way to contact the timekeeper. They don't even know where. They don't even know if she's alive.
Not to worry. I've been through worse. Back in '82 on the Rio Negro. Before I go rambling on again. Let's head back to the city. Come on now. Trust good old Duncan. Sorry, I mean Carson. Trust Carson to lead the way.
The sweet dude. Come on. Oh, the Carson. What? Yeah. False accusation. Considering your past actions, we hereby conclude and pronounce you guilty. Hold on, let me check these people. We have our main. We have our people here. We have suspicious people here. Nothing. We're still here, so. Okay. Let's continue. Well, Chapel of Sorrows. Lady of Sorrows? Am I around that? Can't even see from the logs. A man in black lifts a fallen statue.
I've never wanted to put San Paulo through this chaos.
He slides the faint flame in his hand, reigniting the candles one by one.
Order, peace, unity. Those are my purposes. Much has been wagered here, Marcando. Much. Now it has been lost.
Your Reverence, it was Zeno. Those animals will make them
the
pay
Brotherhood shit.
For what they did. Is that why you've decided to grace us with your presence, Your Reverence? There is a lot to do if we're going to recover the ground we I've lost your reverence. And there's something more. A new doctor down at the veterans' residence. Some blind woman. I would not bother you with it, Lord Santos. Except that she's been helping people in the favela, and it is swaying them toward Zeno. Then this doctor is with Zeno.
Oh shit. Yep. Manus. Santos.
She must be. She's always at the veterans' residence. Spends most of the day with those old war dogs.
His expression is tense as he mops the sweat from his forehead.
A doctor gaining the trust of the people in the favela. She'd make quite the prize, wouldn't you say, Marcando? A much more valuable bargaining chip to Zeno than a few deserters.
Oh. Frick. We're fucked. Libera's fucked. Mercado understands perfectly. In Sao Paulo, kidnapping are as common as bread. I need to see some kidnappings on this. Kidnap rates. Sorry for the wait. Hold on. Good God. These are just homicides. But good Lord. How is he kidnapping? But the fact that homicides is in there, kidnapping also must also be higher.
You will see this task through, Marcando. But before that, we need to pay a visit to the favela. I've brought us some new blood.
Oh! If we're talking about La Pera, you're fucked. That's the kid. But we're fucked.
See? Just like this. Wrap the wire around it. Better do it twice. And align the red and black. Slowly.
He delicately connects the copper wires, and the current buzzes to life.
Unbelievable!
It's science, kids. Nothing unbelievable about it.
I mean, bro, Selby lived in the 1920s. No, 1820s. No, it was 19. I'm already confused on the dates. Shit. All fixed. His hands. He hands the communicator back to La Pera.
I don't know how to thank you, Duncan.
She straightens the antenna, adjusts the channel, and hurriedly connects the base to report the situation. Well, Bigger's office.
Admiral, Lopera just called in.
put her through.
Lopera, it's me. What happened?
Our ship was sunk. Miss Sotheby and I washed ashore near the favelas. As for the timekeeper, she went overboard. We lost sight of her in the commotion. Her current status is unknown.
The Admiral remains expressionless. He raises a finger, signaling Moldir to inquire further.
We'll send people to find her and escort her to the veterans' residence.
Additionally, Lieutenant, I have some fresh recruits eager to enroll with Zeno. But they will need the Admiral's assurances that their families will be under our protection.
Mulga looks at the Admiral. He nods in agreement.
They have it. What's their ETA?
They'll leave at once.
Hera! That little hothead. Sir, your orders.
Leave the matter to me, Moldir. I will send someone to take care of this.
Moldir falls silent as she looks at her aging father, concern in his eye. Silence spreads between father and daughter as the Admiral focuses on the dice in his hand. Oh! Came from the Admiral. Oh. Okay.
What did the Admiral say?
He agreed.
Did you hear that? Zeno will protect us!
Good news indeed. The young man claps his hand in excitement. But just as the celebration starts, it is cut abruptly short.
I have no doubt. They were working for the Brotherhood.
The Apostles' Brotherhood? They've bounced back quicker than I'd hoped. Still, we need to be cautious. Figure out just what they're after.
That guy looks familiar.
It's a stranger she met on the ship. He's walking among the Brotherhood.
That's him! He was on the ship with me.
He walks towards the crowd, passing out food and other useful items to those he passes.
The Brotherhood has experienced a setback, yes, as all great causes do. But we will rise again, for we serve the one true purpose. Hear me now, brothers and sisters, fellow Arcanists. Our days of anguish and deprivation are over. This sufferer will walk among us once more, and we will bask in their divine grace. The day of triumph draws near. Soon our wagers will pay off. All will reap what we have sown. You only need stand with us and take their blessings. In return for this, they ask only for your unwavering allegiance.
He pulls paper bills from his suitcase and throws them into the crowd. Yet the crowd remains still in their confusion.
My brothers and sisters, speak.
What do you seek?
No one answers him.
Senor, please. We only want to see our family again. Since they've joined the Brotherhood, we've had no word. We haven't seen or heard from them at all.
Nothing is more important than family.
But you will see them again soon. I tell you that they are even now faithfully serving our kind in a new land of prosperity.
How can you say that? The fact that you don't let them talk to their family again.
They're in Ushuaia, in Antarctica, in all places where the past and the future converge. There will be no more poverty, no more hatred, no more chaos. We shall reclaim what's rightfully ours.
I think they're missing the point here. They just want family, my dude. Even if in poverty, they still want to know if their family members are well and good.
Remember this. Humans are vile and sinful creatures. They tortured our men and women, leaving our children to cry in hunger and desperation. But they've already played their hand. All their reason, their science, and their despicable organizations. They raise these rotten edifices to weaken us and leech off of our misfortunes, to blind us from our true purpose. But no longer. Soon their games will be over. And every injustice and oppression they've held over our people will be returned tenfold. All that they've built will crumble down over their heads.
Dude. The crowd whispers in hushed tones, afraid to speak any louder. Hiding nearby, Duncan quietly leans over to Lopera and whispers a few words before handing her a rabbit patch.
Tell me, my fellow brothers and sisters, what is evil?
No one answers. The murmurs of the crowd quietly fade, creating a heady silence. A few crows fly low overhead.
Evil is the absence of good. And to find what is good is to follow our path. The High One has promised us strength and glory.
Manus mask. Two followers carry a box emanating a sinister aura over to him. He opens it, revealing the blessing of the sufferer for all to see.
Come with me!
He throws open his arm as he calls out once more, taking a step back in humble reverence to the sufferer's glory.
That's a Manus mask.
In that nightmare back in 1929. 1929. Disaster struck because of the people who wore these masks. The memory is still vivid in Selby's mind.
Sorrow will weaken you, and fear may seize your hearts. Instead, let faith be your guide. Those who take that leap shall find themselves lifted up on the Apostles' wings, while those who hesitate will be scorched by the fires at their feet. I have said all that must be said. We'll meet again here in 3 days' time.
What are you gonna do in 3 days? What does my model look like? He leaves them with a gracious and generous step.
Don't listen to him! He's a lunatic!
The little lady bravely steps forward, fervently warning the crowd.
And just who are you?
For that.
Marcando.
Santos quickly stops his subordinate.
As students of the truth, we have been granted a much stronger weapon than violence.
Tell more bullshit.
Lopera, follow my lead.
He stands beside Selby, taking her hand in his.
Sir, please forgive her. She has mistaken you for those pirates on the Tiete River.
So just a misunderstanding then? I'm no lunatic after all?
Yes, Your Reverence. She came across a terrible raid on her way here, you see. The poor girl was left terrified.
Well, I'll need more than a few words to convince my friends we have not been insulted.
Loyalty without tribute cannot be trusted.
I'm an old man with nothing to give you but the truth. Believe me, sir, I came all this way just for you. I want to join the Brotherhood.
His words surprise everyone. Those who know Duncan are shocked, and those who don't are confused.
She didn't mean to offend any of the gentlemen here. Please, sir, she's only a kid.
Of course. I try never to take offense at a sweet young lady. However, if I'm to believe you, I will need you to up your ante to prove you are worthy, sir.
The old man kneels, just as he did when he played the role of Carson.
If that's what you need, Lord, allow me to sweeten the deal. See that guy over there? His name is Galeno. He's been recruiting for Zeno. He told me so himself.
He turns and points at Galeno in the crowd.
Duncan?
Bring the young man closer, Marcando.
Are you out of your mind? Don't touch me!
He tries to flee, but the thug rushes at him on command.
Dental checker. Relax, as expected. Thank you for your cooperation. Try it.
It is here.
Your memory is safe.
Mon officier n'est pas un capitaine.
As expected. Try this. It's happening. Try this. Be faithful to the truth.
I can eat this here.
Everything has its cause and effect.
Tu peux la jeter maintenant. La charme doppelwinterströme wickeln die bunte Mond.
Stop. Relax, as expected.
Breathe.
I remember how. Relax. I've seen your struggle written in the stars.
Well, there's a riot. Oh well. In the chaos of the battle, the pair grabs Celebi and they hop onto a small
Let's
wooden
go.
boat. Surrounded, Galeno finally stops his struggle when a knife is pressed on his throat.
I admire your courage. But bravery alone won't protect you from harm. Tell me, son, is what he said the truth of it?
He turns his head, refusing to respond.
Now, you'll give me the names of Zeno's new recruits. Who are they?
A drop of blood falls from Galeno's neck. As the cold blade of the knife presses into his skin.
Everyone! Every man and woman in this city that still has a shred of integrity!
Duncan pushes Galeno square in the face, sending him reeling.
I'm not gonna harm you, kid. And if ever I do, remember that old Duncan must have his reasons, and he'd never harm a friend intentionally.
Galeno looks at Duncan. He has that same look on his face, determined, brave, and resolute.
This young man has one day to think it through. He will give us his names.
He sheathes his knife and hands Galeno over to his new companion.
Or he will give us his eyes and tongue as offerings. Mr. Duncan, let this task be set on you. Prove yourself worthy of our trust.
It will be my honor, your reverence.
Marcando, you'll stay with them. Don't forget what I told you earlier.
This place was once known for its inexhaustible mines, the riches of its rainforests, and its brave and passionate people. But now, the first two are gone. Chaos and power struggles loom over the younger generation, while the rich and well-connected sit atop their piles of corpses and rubble and feast, dining off golden plates with silver spoons, turning their noses up from the dogs at their feet. But that gold has lost its shine, and their silver spoons have tarnished. Everyone can see them for what they really are. So, what now? Either the people save themselves, or turn their fate over to the hands of the so-called savior. What would you do, if it were you?
I'd save myself first, or so why can't this savior save me? Save myself first.
That's a smart choice. Now that the carnival's over, people have to deal with more than just their hangovers. They must figure out how to save their own skins. Most, though, will just run around like chickens with their heads cut off, begging for their pain to be taken away. But all they'll get is another morphine shot. Nothing close to a real solution. Fear spreads like a disease, until an entire generation is out on the streets, hoping to find anything that will lift them out of their misery.
Are we going to be alright?
No need to start panicking just yet. Things are still under control. Your lady friend has stepped up to solve this mess, and the veteran knows what he's doing. This city is unlike any you've seen before. You must learn its secrets to survive. Remember which street kids are from which alley, and what intel they can be relied on for. Learn the dates when the dealers bring their medicine into port, and figure out which water tanks hide the key to the local gang's safe house. Don't look at me for answers. It's none of my business.
Oh, that was a lot. Gosh. Kind of calm down.
The sky and the soil communicate through raindrops.
Alright. Let's check the time right now. Really? Good God, it's already 1 a.m. Or close to 1:30. So I might as well stop right now. Next stream I might do the Epic the Musical. And I'll be going for the one I'm gonna react to is the one from the live stream. Since from that, like, one, the crew who made the musical is also like going to react, and also they commissioned an artist to kind of like animate, or not artists but animators, to animate their songs. I've heard a few, like the God Games, and the popular one right now is in the, what should I say? The one that goes, I would fall in love with you over again. I don't care how, where, or when. No matter how long it's been your mind. So yeah, I'm going to react to that. Stream that shit. Hope that YouTube will copyright me.
Accept new energy and release the old.
And
the universe is within us.
Yeah,
we are one with the
so
earth,
right now I'm going to stop.
revolving around
And
the sun
thank you
in
for
an endless cycle.
the viewers who are still with me. And like the unexpected raid that was like, I was not expecting a goddamn raid to just go into my Twitch. Like, that's fucking crazy. That was... I don't know at this point. But like... I need to check my chat. What's a raider? Nebu Zeus. I hope I'm saying this right. I'm very sorry if I butchered the name. No. I'm trying to excuse me. Damn, I was not expecting that. Even if it's like a small like stream is still insane though. Thanks for the read. Like, I am too shocked right now. And again, thank you for the raid. To the viewers who are still like with me here. And probably see you next stream. And me watching the Epic the Musical. And see you next time. Bye bye!